The Bears hosted the Buffalo Bills today for a joint practice, and we had some ups and some downs. Y'all want to talk about it? I do. Keep it locked. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to an all-new episode of CHI Go Bears. As always, it's your boy John J. And with me, once again, is my dog, D Snow from the Go. What's going on, fam?
Man, I'm feeling some type of way. Every Chicago fan should be feeling some type of way. Hey, RIP, rest in peace to the young boy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I'm feeling some type of way right now. You know what I'm saying? It's feeling good. The things we're hearing and seeing. Because it was a little rough in the beginning. We were hearing a lot of bad things. So I'm feeling a little better about what I'm hearing right now. How you doing over there, JJ?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. You know I'm feeling good. We got something to talk about, so I'm loving it. And ladies and gentlemen, as always,
and RIP to Rich Homie Quan. I didn't say his name. I'm sorry about that, but yes.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But ladies and gentlemen, before we get this thing cracking, do your boys a favor. Drop a like, share this thing, and subscribe, because we get busy over here. And we want all your Bears fans, your Bears haters, and everybody to come on, kick it with us. We gets busy.
We cooking. We cooking.
Yeah, D Snow, we had that Buffalo Bills joint practice today. We had the Hard Knocks cameras on deck. And we saw a lot of good things. Now, it wasn't all bad. I mean, it wasn't all good. It was some bad in there. We'll get into that in a little bit. But first off, I want to talk about the way this thing apparently started from all of the insiders is Caleb got down. The offense got down. That Caleb and Rome connection has been money. That Caleb and Oz connection has been money. Snow, what's your reactions to the initial start of the training camp today, of the joint practice today?
I'm going to continue to stick with what I've been saying. I'm just going to relax and stay calm. I'm not going to get up and down, because no matter what, it's going to always be something that's going, right now we're hearing some good things and it's got me excited, but I don't want to get too high. So that way, if something crazy happens, I don't have to fall down so low. But, it's a good thing to hear, because you do want to hear this. We know it's a lot that they're throwing at the kid. We talk about this every episode. You're hearing about this from Ben Devine and everybody that's tweeting and talking about this, but it's real. It's a lot that they're throwing at him, and it's nice to see that he is recovering and he is starting to show some light, and he's trying to show some shine from what they're throwing at him. And I can't wait to see it on Sunday. Even if it's just for a couple of throws here or a couple of handoffs, I just want to see, what he looks like.
Well, interesting to you mentioned however long he's gonna play Sunday. One of the bad notes, and we'll get back to the good notes, but one of the bad notes that came out of today was Case Keenum looked like he went down. We don't know how serious the injury is, but he didn't finish the game didn't finish the practice. So that means you can expect more from the younger quarterbacks. Now that doesn't necessarily mean Caleb is going to play more, because you still got Austin Reed and Tyson Bagent. So I expect to see more of those guys, but that could mean a couple extra reps for Caleb, as far as we know. But back to the good, man. Yeah. But back to the good.
And you know what? And before we leave that, I can see that happening. As long as if he's looking good out there, things are looking fluid. As long as the first string offensive line is out there, man, let him get some reps out there. As long as things are going good, let's continue to develop it. Let's leave on a good note, though. But I can see that happening. Especially with this development.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's just that Caleb to Rome connection. We've been hearing more and more about it after each one of these practices.
Yeah.
And shout out to Caleb for putting in the work too, because I mean, at the beginning of this week, we heard about it. It wasn't looking good. It was a bad practice for the kid. But ever
Facts.
since then, it's been
Facts.
going up and up and up. So shout out to him for putting in the work and listening and responding, bouncing back, um, proving the haters wrong. Hopefully he does that on Sunday when they play. But that connection
Yeah,
with
because
him and
that's a
Rome,
because
go ahead.
yeah. No, I was gonna say because I mean I gave that defense a whole lot of love, the other episode because that's a pretty tough defense that they're practicing against right now. So for him to actually show some success and some bright spots against them, that means a lot to me. I still don't want to get too overexcited, but I like what I'm hearing. I'm sorry now. Go ahead. I know you're talking
Yeah.
about that connection with him and Rome because I know that's been big.
Yeah, but it was a good measure of stick, and I do want to touch on that. But the connection with him and Rome, you're seeing just that they're the time that they're putting in together. You could tell that they're spending extra
Yeah,
time working together, and it seems like from everything we're hearing, from the clips that we're seeing, that that's his go-to guy. That's who he seems to be looking for. And Oz has just been reliable. He might be just one of the best under the radar signings. Like that's all we seeing is Oz make a play. Oz make a play. Olamide
yeah,
Zacchaeus, for those who are wondering who I'm talking about. Um, but yeah, just that early connection is looking good, and it's definitely reason to be excited. In addition to that, some more good was the defense. We've been talking big about this defense, how good they've been looking, and they got
yeah.
3 picks on Josh Allen in practice today, D Snow. That defense flying around.
Mm.
They putting pressure, they sticking to
the
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 receivers.
defending MVP, the
Yeah.
perennial MVP. Okay, okay, that's what I like to hear. Mr.
Yeah.
Allen
What's
turned the
your
ball over,
let
turned it
me hear
over
those
against
initial
us.
reactions. Oh, yeah. I know you like that.
I mean, I mean that. Hey, that was something. I mean, we know this is early. We know this is just practice, but this is something that's good. Not only the reps, but getting this type of accomplishments against a guy like I just said. This is the defending MVP of the league. This kid is coming off of a great season. I mean, they're talking Super Bowl. They really are pumping their chests out, and they I think they've won maybe 3 or 4 divisions in a row. So I mean, this is a tough team that's established. So these are very good signs that we're getting and that we're seeing and that we're hearing. And I hope this just continues because this is the direction that we want to go in. And that's the thing we've been talking about. We expect this defense to be good. We expect this defense to be good. So I love hearing that. I love hearing that. And like I said, Sunday can't get here fast enough.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Now, like I said, it wasn't all rainbows. I believe they said
Yeah.
that in the end, the Bills won the practice, but it was pretty evenly matched. But the Bills did get the upper hand in the end. The Bears started off heavy. The Bills finished strong. Um, but one of the biggest issues and the biggest concerns seems to be that nobody is taking that left tackle spot, D Snow. And we talked about Theo
Mm,
Benedict in the last episode we did. He's getting more reps, which says that no one is
mm.
taking this thing. I mean, maybe Amagazi is probably looking the odd man out. Ozzy Trapillo is we seeing him do a little bit of right. They're moving him around a little bit, but that tells me he hasn't really snatched that job. Braxton Jones might win it by default, but that's not a glowing recommendation, D Snow. What's your worry level on
mm.
this offensive line? Because I'm hearing a lot of concerns out there for this left tackle spot.
I mean, I don't think we're going to leave Braxton out there by default. A guy's going to have to win that spot because that is our blind spot. We are not going to just put anybody out there and just hope things work. We're going to make sure that that spot's secure. I'm going to trust Ben Johnson and the staff to do the right thing and figure this out. Even if we got to go pick up a guy off the street, I'm not going to worry about it. I know that they're trying things to see what they have. I think they're doing that so that way, if they do need to go make a move, they will. So I think that's why you're seeing all the movement. I have no problem with that. It's early in the season. Let's see what's going on because that's a very important position to make sure that our quarterback is standing upright.
Yeah, I will say my worry level is pretty high as far as that goes. Um, like you said, that's the blind side. That is a major position. And the
Hmm.
fact that it's not locked down right now, and Ben Johnson wanted to have it locked down before the first game. And here's the second game, and it's
Yeah.
not locked down, and there's only one more left. 2 weeks of practice left before we have a small little time off and then it's game time. So my worry level for that
Yeah.
is a little bit high. I think it's kind of too late in the game to be thinking about replacing that position with the amount of time I just mentioned. Um, Now I trust that they're gonna do the right thing and put the best guy out there, but that might be Braxton Jones if no one else has solidified that spot, which is seeming like they haven't. At least with Braxton Jones, he's got a lot of time there. He's just late to the party for the not having an off season.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie. My expectations for this team and this offense are still high. I still expect for there to be hit the ground slowly and build it up, but I can't lie and say that it's all roses. My worry level for that left tackle spot
Yeah.
is a little bit high.
I'm gonna end it off with this. Push come to shove, Ozzy will be in that position. You haven't heard bad things about him during camp. You see they're moving him around to make sure where else they can move him. But I think if it comes to a point where we don't know what we're gonna do, Ozzy has not looked bad over there. And I think it'll be a good opportunity for the kids. So, that's who I chose in the beginning, and I'm sticking to that.
I hope he can step up and take the job, but the fact that he's not in that spot right now gives me a little concern that maybe he's not ready just yet. But
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see. Definitely, that's something that we're gonna be looking out for Sunday night. Definitely gonna be
Of course.
watching that blind side. Um, but aside from that, D Snow, I don't really have a whole lot about today. Did you get a chance to catch Coast and Loveland in his? It's been going around everywhere. His rookie performance in the locker room. He did the Mario "You Should Let Me Love You," and it was an
I have
episode
not
of the.
seen that.
I'm I'm gonna have to send
I'm
it
going
out.
straight to the videos to go find that. Oh yeah,
It's been
I'm
yeah,
going straight to the videos to see that. I have not seen that. Oh, that's got to be crazy.
yeah. They
Did,
dropped
did
the
he did he
Bears
hit it?
dropped
Did
the
he hit it though?
he hit it. Everybody talking about it, and it's been going all around. Oh, it was smooth. It was smooth. The Bears did their 1920 football drive, their YouTube show. And
Okay.
I'll post it. But yeah,
Yeah.
he is everybody's talking about the kid now. He shine. He showed up. And he
Hey,
made
he
some
hey
plays
he,
today too in that practice. They talked about him quite a bit as well.
Hey, that kid has a chance to really do a lot for us. We both know this. He's going to be very important to that offense. So I'm happy with what we're seeing. I just want to see progress this Sunday, and I think we will. And I know you got some concerns here and there, but I'm really looking at it as they are just really trying to see what they have. They're checking it. They're checking their list twice, and they're trying things out because you can't do it when the season starts. So see what you got now, exactly what you got and what we're gonna do. So this way when the season starts, you're not trying to do that then. So I'm not concerned with what's going on. I think they're just really trying to make sure we're good. So I think we're gonna be all right.
Yeah, I hope so. I think it's more than that. We try to make sure we good because they have actually voiced their concern. But
Okay.
hopefully,
So you say you feel like they actually saying like nah.
I
We
mean,
don't know if
I
this is right.
mentioned
We need to make sure.
remember the stuff I showed in the last episode. I talked about how the offensive line coach talked about the inconsistency, and then they hear him talk about the
Okay.
inconsistencies, and then you see the movement.
And then now,
There's
yeah,
a
that
reason
is
for that.
different. Yeah, now I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
There's a reason for that when you put those pieces
Yeah.
together. So hopefully it
No, I
all
totally
works
agree now.
itself out.
Yeah.
But right now, that's where my biggest concern is at. I like what I'm seeing from Caleb. I like the progress. I like what I'm seeing from the receivers. I like what I'm seeing about the defense, the
Yeah.
running game. I think this is going to be a heavy running team. But that's just my biggest concern is the left tackle. Well, one thing Braxton Jones is good at is he's a good run blocker. Excuse me.
Okay.
He
Okay.
is a good
Yeah,
run
we need
blocker.
that.
So that will help
Yeah.
with the run game. He is not a total wash. It's just his pass protection needs some help. Um, so
Okay.
you hope that the rookie Trapillo can step up and shine, but he hasn't done it yet. So we have to look at it with some realism.
Yes, sir.
But with all that being said, before we get out of here, D Snow, you got anything else for the people?
Man, nothing much really going on right now. It's a little quiet out there. Of course, I'm still hoping that, Jerry Jones wakes up and says that the Bears have the best offer, for Michael Parsons and sends him on to
Well,
the
let's get
the
it.
monsters of the Midway. That's the only thing I need on. That's the only thing on my Christmas list right now.
Man, when we got Khalil
Hey, we got
Mack,
Khalil Mack out the blue.
it was
Nobody
like
expected that.
right
We both
before
said
the
it.
season
Look,
started.
look, look. They're gonna have to clip that. We both said that at the same time, like it was planned, like we had it on script. I mean, nobody expected that. That came out the blue. Nobody thought he was gonna lead the Raiders. So, I mean, hey, I'll take it. We need that.
Yeah, yeah. I don't expect them to move him, but I'm
Yeah,
all whatever. If I don't care
yeah.
if the
I
offer
like
is
I
too
like
high,
putting
I'll
good
take
things
it.
in the atmosphere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I don't care if
yeah. I
the
like
offer
putting
is
good
too
things in the
high, I'll take
atmosphere.
that. No doubt,
Yeah, we
no
gave
doubt.
up a lot for Mac. We can do it one more time. We can do it. We can always
Yeah,
recover.
I'm down. I'm
Nah.
down for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But yeah, for me, just excited for another weekend of football. The Falcons and
No
the
doubt about it.
Titans playing now, and I think the Chiefs and the Seahawks are coming up next. And then yeah,
Yeah,
like I
they got
said,
two
a
games
whole
tonight.
weekend of football. So
Yes,
definitely
sir.
excited about that. But ladies and gentlemen, please, as always, show your boys some love. Get down there and drop a like.
Oh,
Share this
please.
thing to all your Bears friends, all your Bears haters, whatever the case. And subscribe if you haven't already, because like you see, we get busy over here.
Please do. Please do. You
Yes,
know
sir.
it. We
Yes, sir.
cooking, man. Come hang out with us. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, your spots to just come and kick back and react to the news. Kick back and
You
react.
heard?
But as always, from us here at CHI Go Bears, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. It's always better down Chicago. And we'll holler. Peace.